Good afternoon, everyone.
Afternoon.
Hello, balcony people. Yay. There's a bar down here. If you're thirsty, come and get yourself a drink. Welcome to 4 p.m. My name is Dean Stevenson. I'm pleased and proud to say that 4 p.m. is in its 5th season now here at Mona, for reasons that will become evident, I hope, and reasons that still confound me. But I suppose 4 p.m. is about having watched me write some music today, and now you're going to watch us rehearse what I wrote. So it's all about art in process. It's a conversation about process and creativity, as opposed to anything that's framed and stuck on the wall. Today's piece might end up being framed. If it was put on an album, you'd call that framed, I suppose. I never thought of that before. But we're in the middle of just presenting something that's been just freshly minted, and let's see if it works. People often ask me if I repeat myself, because this has been going for some days. This is day 552. So do I repeat myself? Shit, yeah, I do. And you would too if you do. Like, if you were a poet, you'd write in a similar fashion. If you were a carpenter, you'd build similar things. So we all create the things that we like to be created. So for the second time in a very short amount of time, I've actually recognised a little melody that I was writing there going, that's familiar. It's not only familiar to me, familiar to everyone, but familiar to me recently. Like, oh, fuck. So 2 weeks in a row I've written a melody that's dangerously close to Yoda's theme from Star Wars. So stop, back away, try and fix it. abort. So that was my journey today, try and not get sued. So we're now about to start rehearsing the day's piece. If you can see that screen over there, you'll watch my score as it whizzes by. If you can't see that, there's a paper copy of the score, which you can't take with you, but you're welcome to nerd out on that if you like, as we rehearse. Would you please show your love for today's string quartet, Hayato, Alexandra, Anna and Brett. Right, so as we rehearse today, they haven't played it yet. I have no idea what this is all about. No idea at all. So they're going to play something. We'll stop and start. We'll rehearse. We'll talk back and forward, make notes. The musicians will ask me questions, and I'll come back to you in the middle of our little rehearsal to see if you have any questions for me or the musicians as well. Let's keep this a chat about the creative act. All good? Make sense? Okay, good. Hi, everyone. Hey! Okay. So, a couple of things I'll explain as we go. It says mute, but we'll rehearse without mutes. We'll just play it with mute at the end, which I'll explain later. So the first 3 bars are just the violin. Oh, so this is a string quartet. If you haven't seen one live before, 2 violins, violin 1, violin 2, viola and cello. All right. So the first 3 bars, second viola and cello, and then the first violin comes in upbeat into A to sort of suggest the melody that's coming. Let's have a go. Yep. Right, from E. Here's the melody. Support from second. Second feature. to minor. Ooh, major, minor. Figure C, first violin again. So like Yoda's theme, isn't it? Yeah, gently, that's it. Cello. Hold there. That little dee-da-dee-da-da. When you write something that you just like want to go to get yourself a glass of wine and go, fuck yeah. It just feels so good sometimes. Just every now and again, one little bar just goes, yep. Juicy. I love the way at 19 and 20 you didn't go too big. That was just disappearing over the top. That's lovely. And at 21, it's a cello feature. So yeah, stay underneath that for cello. Everyone, the bar before D is where we all kind of rise together and lead that lift into D. Lovely. Good. Any questions about that? No? So nice, and this is a lots of make them cry, Anna. Make them cry, okay? Okay. Let's go then from let us up bar before C. Bar before C. Sorry. Your first time is 3/4. Beat through.
Two beats before C.
Yep.
Yes.
I'll give one and two.
Yep. Cello. Maybe put a little dee-da, put a little dot on that last crotchet. Dee-da, dee-da. Maybe take that, for viola, and turn that into a 2. Yeah, thank you. Yeah. 2 before D.
Yep.
That's it. Push. More cello. So that was, sorry. Go from 3 before E. 3 before E. It's E. Yes. And then a nice scoopy slide here, followed by us up first. That's it. Here's F. Rhythm from the viola. Rhythm from the cello. Good, hold there. Some notes, okay. Cool, so what, they're sight reading this, by the way, for the first time. This is very, very clever. Yes. So I think when doing something like this, obviously this is quite unique because you're watching me all day, and if you wrote something you didn't like, you wouldn't show anyone, whereas I have to show you everything. This is a bit different, but essentially the inspiring moment, if there is one, comes really quite early in the morning. You go, oh, I'm thinking of a swoony, lovely lullaby thing. And then you write a few notes down, and then after those few notes, it might only be 10 seconds later, then it just becomes math. Then you're just like, okay, so what supports that? And then you have to go back to your harmony and go blah, 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 blah. So most of it's just putting one note in front of the other and just sort of just pushing on through, pushing one note in front of the other, one note, one note, one note, one note, go have some lunch, come back, what did I do? I've forgotten. And then just do one note, one note, one note, one note. There's no kind of lightning bolt. There really isn't. Sometimes there is, but it's very rare. What really gets me about lightning bolts is when they get you when you've got a hangover, and you go, this is not a good working model. I can't do this every day, but gee, it feels good when you write a good piece on a hangover. Let's go F. So from F we have this little movement from second in the first two bars, then to viola, in with cello, into G. Right on F, please. Yes, viola. Cello. First, tremolo. Bit of movement here. Good, huh? Now a key change to this. We're going back to with A minor for just a little while, little few bars between J and K. Probably should put accidentals in there, but what the hell. Right. Okay, these guys are making some notes. Now, at this point, we're getting near the end. It's a short piece today. Does anybody have any questions? Or if you thought, oh, yes? Yeah. So one note after the other, yes. So the gentleman asked, when I say one note after the other, but there's four instruments. How do I do that? Just think of it like if you're, the analogy is writing a story or writing a poem. It's just one word after the other, rather than going, you know, you just suddenly you've done nothing for half an hour, as opposed to just putting a word down, another word, followed by another word, followed by another word. That piece of paper in front of you, if I gave you this, and I gave you a pen, and I said you've got half an hour to fill that full of words, and gave you a prompt like a rabbit, a monster truck, and I don't know, something, Peter Pan, you could fill that page full of absolute nonsense, but you know how words function. You could write the words of a ridiculously silly story in such a way that anyone in this room could read it who could read English, right? Because you know how words work. So I know how music theory works. It's the same thing. I just put music that works on the page. Doesn't necessarily have a melody going for it yet, but I know how it functions. So I can just keep writing a da-da-da-da-da, you know, dad, mum, the two kids. You know, they're all just four people having a chat around the table and just they're all conversing with each other. And then I go, what did I do? Oh, I don't know. And then suddenly an hour later, there's 5 minutes of music. So it's just one note in front of the other. Because I say that because too often people get crippled by the act of putting anything down. So that's I'm not here to sort of be an evangelist for creativity, but just to prove that day after day, 552 days, putting one note in front of the other can sometimes work. Yeah. Okay. All right. Let's go from letter I and get familiar with that transition into J, please. Four flats. Hold the note over. Good. Now, when I said 4 flats at letter K, that was the moment about 20 to 3 when I thought, oh, he needs to go somewhere else now. But it was 20 to 3. And I thought, I haven't got enough time. I'm going to the bar instead. It's just not enough time to put a whole nother development in there. But that's where it would go. That's totally where it would go. And when we play it through, you'll recognise that it needs to go somewhere. Right. Any questions from you guys? Problems, queries?
Yeah, I guess I think you were making suggestions, and I'm sure it's probably too much to write them in, but there are certain points that you wanted to maybe
Push and pull, yeah. If you want to just do that and just watch how to. I think if it says forte over, let's play fortissimo, because what I'm going to ask you to do is put mutes on, so that'll change the texture a lot. So you have to.
Hayato's lines at J, should that move forward? That should be sort of a more forward move.
I think so.
Tempo,
Yeah.
so
Yep.
slower
Let's push that.
J maybe.
Yep. Push tempo at J.
F was the same, like there were 3 iterations of that same phrase.
Yep.
Like cello, second person,
That's right.
And then pulling up before G, then it sounds...
Yep. Great. I push that at F, come back at G.
Writing a bit.
Okay.
Yeah, we'll follow.
All right, so we're getting ready now to do the first of 2 runs. We'll run it once and then we'll go yay, and then we'll run it again and we'll go yay. I've asked the musicians, you've just heard us play with an open instruments, but I'm now going to ask them to put a little mute on, which is a little rubber mute they put on the bridge, which just does what it says on the box. It mutes the sound, but it doesn't just make it quieter, it changes the character. It's a bit more of a suppressed sound, like that kind of, unrequited love kind of, that sort of sound. I don't know why I feel like I want that sound, but that's what I want. Okay. All right. Let's do mutes on. Mutes on now. And as I said, so forte now is fortissimo. Play it big. Let's overdo the dynamics. All right. Ready? Thank you, Brett. Thank you, Anna. Thank you, Alexandra. Thank you, Hayato. Dangerously close to Yoda's theme, isn't it? Like, wow. One day, I told the story a few times, I wrote a piece and I thought it was an absolute cracker. And someone said, yeah, mate, it's the theme from Jurassic Park. I went, oh, no. Okay, all right. Oops. It happens. There's only so many notes. Right, here you go. Now, that was with the muted sound on. I think I enjoyed it with the mutes. I think I'm going to stick with that. Otherwise, I'd do it without now, but I think I want to keep the mutes on. Yeah, it's a nice feeling. Sometimes, like, these pieces run by and we all just go, that's compost for tomorrow. Or I keep a little spreadsheet about the bits that I like. So some of those little repeated melodies might show up again in a piece in a few weeks' time, maybe, or just be saved for a major work months ahead when I've got time. But sometimes they go like, just record that one as soon as we can. So there are some albums in the shop, records and stuff of some favourites. On different, there's no streaming though, unless it's Bandcamp, no streaming, so physical here or nowhere else, baby. But I think the conversation about creativity, which is really important and the vital aspect of this installation, because you've watched it all day long and you're still watching it now, because we'll hear it again, and of course the musicians now got to get a sense of how it goes, so we'll play it with a little bit more knowledge now. This is a book called 150 First Drafts. This is a book that I would like to say is my proper conversation, or the proper open example of what creativity in this context is. This is 150 days of my diaries. I've published my journal from consecutive days, some thoughts on creativity, and all of the live music, which is all recorded and sent out through the book as well. So that's a hell of a ride into what it's like inside my brain. Okay, any questions before we run today's piece again? And then we all go have a weekend. No? Okay, here we go. Can I sit down? Mutes? Yeah, I think. Do you want to run? I'm happy with mutes on. Yeah, let's give it some more stick. I'm going to sit down now. Here we go. Day 552. Thank you very much. Hayato, Alexandra, Anna, Brett. Thank you very much. And that is 552 days of 4 p.m. Back tomorrow, do another one. I'll be on the shop in like 10 minutes if you want to come up and have a chat about anything you've seen or heard or about any of the stuff that's up there. Thank you so much for your time. Have a good weekend. Bye-bye.